Did you just overspend your Google average daily budget yesterday? How about the other day? Did you underspend by quite a bit? You're probably watching this video because you're a little bit confused on how average daily budgets work. So I'll go ahead and break down exactly how average daily budgets work, because there are very specific nuances with Google that cause a lot of confusion across many different advertisers. And if you're new here, my name is Michelle. I'm the founder of Level 28 Media, and I help local service-based businesses generate leads through Google Ads. So if you're spending at least $2,000 a month and you are looking for an audit or managed services, check out the link below and I'd be more than happy to have a discussion with you. Now, let's talk about average daily budget. Let's just back it up. What is an average daily budget? Average daily budget is a daily budget that you set in Google on your campaign on a per day basis. And it specifies how much you are roughly comfortable with spending each day over the course of a month. Notice that it says average daily budget. It's just an average. So for example's sake, throughout this video, I'm just going to use an average daily budget of $10. Now, if you're lucky to be spending only $10 a day to be yielding results, that's amazing in 2024. But just to keep things simple, let's just start with $10 a day. This is the average daily budget that you are telling Google, this is how much I'm willing to spend on average on this specific campaign. Now, Google has something called a daily spending limit, where it can spend up to 2 times more than your average daily budget. I'll talk a little bit more about that as I take you through this. But I want you to know this example here on the screen is showing over a course of the month how much ad spend can be spent over this time period. And it's not going to be even. Just because you set your average daily budget to $10 doesn't mean every single day you're going to be spending $10. Because what happens is Google will optimize your campaign spend for days of the month where you're more likely to get clicks and also conversions based off of the bid strategy that you've selected. So let's say you run a specific business that doesn't really get a lot of traction on the weekend. Well, then if Google knows that people on the weekend don't have as high of a propensity to convert or become a lead, Google is going to naturally pull back on the ad budget and not spend as much and prioritize days of the week that will yield better results. So typically if on a weekend you don't get great results, then Google might not spend your budget at all, or it might spend it if it thinks it might be able to get you something. But it might save some budget so that on the weekday, let's just say this is a Monday, it can spend up to 2 times your average daily budget, which is your daily spending limit. So as you can see here on this example, it's not spending $10 every day exactly. One day it's spending 20, one day it's spending 18, one day it's spending 6, 5, 4, 7, 17, 15, and so forth. So it's not going to be even every single day. And some days you might not even spend anything, and that's okay. As long as it's not a consistent thing, you shouldn't be concerned about it. You can edit your budget at any time of the month. And I just want you, though, to be aware that if you do edit your budget, let's say you go from $10 to $20, if you're using a smart bidding strategy, it's going to reset the learning period, and you're going to have to wait during this learning period and allow Google to readjust given the bid strategy that you have set. If you have any questions on the learning period, I do have a video on that. I'll link it below for you to check it out to learn more exactly how that works. Now, your campaign spend will vary, but you will never spend more than your daily spend limit, which is 2 times your average daily budget on any particular day or a monthly spend limit. So what I just said is that with a $10 average daily budget, Google has a daily spend limit of 20. So Google can only spend 2 times your average daily budget at most in order to capture more search demand. But it will never spend more than your average daily budget multiplied by 30.4, which is 30.4 is the average number of days in a month. So that's just what you need to note on that and how that works. I'll take you through a specific example in a minute, but you need to, calculate your average spend limit. And the way to do that is actually, what I'll share here in this example. Let's say that you set your average daily budget to $10, just to keep things simple. The most that Google can spend per month, this is your monthly spending limit, is $304. How did I get there? 30.4, that's the average number of days in a month, multiplied by 10. So 304. This is the most that Google's allowed to spend, given your average daily budget. Some days might go over 10, can go up to 20. And sometimes I've seen Google not respect this rule and spend even more. But in general, it will align pretty closely with the targets. Or sometimes it can spend under the average daily budget. But just note that it should not exceed this total number in a month period. As long as you do not change your average daily budget consistently, or if you change your average daily budget, then your monthly spend limit is going to change with it. So let's say that you have your average daily budget set to $10, and then on day 29, you change your average daily budget to $20. Now then, Google is going to reset the learning phase if you're using a smart bidding strategy, but then also your monthly spending limit is going to be adjusted because you didn't give it the full 30 days. So that's how it works. And if your ads are off due to ad scheduling, Google will try to catch up to make for days that are off. So let's say if you are off on Saturday and Sunday, let's say this is Saturday and Sunday, Google might then overspend and hit the daily spending limit for the next couple of days to make up for it in order to capture the demand and get you more conversions from it, your campaign. So hopefully this was helpful in terms of understanding exactly how the average daily budgets work. It's not as intuitive as it sounds, but hopefully this video was able to shed some light into the different rules that Google has around the average daily budget and the daily spend limit. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I post videos about Google Ads pretty much every week. And if you found anything useful from this video or have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below and I will be happy to answer them for you. Now, I will see you in the next one. Thank you.